All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1032, Kirby case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Kirby. Yes. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, this gentleman, Douglas Kirby, he stopped paying child support about a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Danny, he's 8 now. I want to know what is going on, and I want to know when he's going to stop paying child support, please.
Okay.
Welcome back to Truth Court, and buckle up because this one's messy. Today's showdown is between Ms. Kirby, a frustrated mom paying every expense for her 8-year-old son, and Mr. Douglas Kirby, her ex-husband who hasn't paid child support in 2 years. His excuse? A serious medical condition that's kept him from working. But Ms. Kirby's not buying it. She says he's faking it, dodging payments, and living off benefits while she's stuck paying $300 a month just for their son's health insurance. This case spins fast between heartbreak, accusations, and a shocking truth. Is Douglas really disabled? Or is it all a clever scam? Let's find out.
Well, how long has it been since he paid child support?
He paid for 3 years.
Okay.
And it's been 2 years since I haven't received anything.
Okay. 2 years. Okay. And you said the child is 8?
Yes.
8 years. Okay. All right. Mr. Kirby, is there a reason why you have not paid child support in 2 years?
Correct, Your Honor. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis about 3 years ago, and over the period of 8 months, it actually got really bad, and so I have not been able to really. I'm unemployed at the moment. I have not been able to work. I do, however, I receive disability and Social Security, and I've got the paperwork here if you need to see that.
Well, I have a copy of it up here with you, what was turned in.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then comes a bombshell. Ms. Kirby doesn't just question Douglas's illness. She calls his whole lifestyle a lie. She says she supported him for years, pushed him through an IT degree, and the second he got stable, he bounced. That's not just petty. That's betrayal with a paycheck. But is she spitting facts or just fuming with anger?
So I see award letters. He does receive Social Security and disability.
Well, first of all, I think he's lying. Second of all, he can work with minimal duties.
Well, what do you think he's lying about? You think he's lying about the disability? You think he's lying about the award letters that I'm looking at because they look like official documents from the state?
Okay, ma'am, it's like this. This guy is not good. Once we got married 9 years ago, I took care of him. Doesn't have a job. I made him to go back to college. I made him to get a degree. He's got a good job in IT. Okay, as soon as he got the job, okay, I don't want to be married anymore. Really? All right, you have a good job. Pay child support. Then, okay, he was paying $1,000 a month. Now I'm $1,000 a month short for 2 years.
Okay, I understand that, but you understand that he has a legitimate excuse for not paying anything, right? I understand it may be frustrating, but you do understand that, right?
He cannot work in IT. He cannot just push the buttons.
Well, if he
like
has something from a doctor saying that he cannot work. Until he gets something that actually releases him to work or he stops receiving benefits from the state, we really can't order him to pay anything.
Here's where Judge Vonda lays it out. You can't force someone to pay what they legally don't have. No matter how bitter the backstory, if Douglas is on disability and Social Security, that income is protected by law. So unless he's clear to work, the court can't touch the child support order. Frustrating? Completely. But when it comes to the law, medical proof outweighs suspicion.
Child support.
I think what he wants to do, he just wants to stay home, sleep until noon, whatever, then go out there, play guitar or whatever it is that he was doing before we got married. He just doesn't want any responsibilities. And I think he needs a reevaluation on his medical exam.
Okay. Well, you definitely can pay for that if you want to do a reevaluation or anything like that, but he can't give you what he does.
Ms. Kirby isn't backing down. She claims he's just sleeping in, strumming his guitar, and ducking responsibility while she bears all the costs alone. The frustration is raw, and honestly, it makes sense. Carrying the whole financial load while your ex relaxes on benefits feels like an insult, but feelings don't always win in court.
Does not have. So I can't modify his child support or anything like that to make him pay you any more money. I just can't do that. Not when he has a legitimate reason not to be doing it.
Can you order him to pay health insurance? Because I'm paying $300 right now for the health insurance for the child.
Is that for the child only or is that
yes,
for
ma'am,
you?
for the child only.
Okay, like I said, until he, gets some sort of clearance, some sort of W-2 paycheck stub that says he's making around the amount that he was making, I mean, you really can't do anything at this point.
Okay, fine. Even if though he receives less money now, but he still can pay child support out of that amount, right?
Well, he can pay, it's taken out of the lesser amount, but not from his Social Security benefit. It's not going to be taken out of that.
So there's nothing I can do about it?
Not at this point, unfortunately. Do you know when, you probably don't know. Has the doctor said anything about you being released back to work full time or anything like that?
Nothing at the moment. It's not something I'm against. I was making good money doing IT, and she's right. She did push me.
Then Douglas opens up. He admits Ms. Kirby helped him get back on track. She pushed him through college, supported his goals, and that cuts deep. He says he loves his son, even saved up for college before he got sick. Now, he can't even look at a screen without his vision blurring. He's not just battling court, he's battling his own body. So is he a deadbeat or just a dad in pain?
Need to, go back to college and get my degree, and it worked out for quite a bit. I even set some money aside for college for Danny, but it's just at the moment I can't. And like I said, over 8 months it just kept getting worse. There's small signs of it getting slightly better, but it's really bad right now. I can't stare at screens. The numbers get blurred within it. At the moment, I do apologize. But it's not something I can do. I would love to. I love our son as much as you do, but I mean, right now, if we're being honest, you make decent. You make a decent amount annually.
I believe he's sincere. I believe he's being very sincere about what he's saying.
When I can contribute, if I'm cleared, I'm more than willing to do it, Your Honor.
Yeah. It's always something. It's always some kind of excuses, Your Honor.
Well, the good thing is that if and when that time comes and he's able to make even more money, right? You
Correct.
Understand that your child support can go up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Correct.
So in the event that happens, you can get an increase, but just nothing for today. Okay. Do you have any other questions?
No.
No? Okay. Do you have any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Judge Vonda rules. No new support order. Not because she doesn't care, but because Douglas has a legally valid disability. But don't get it twisted. If he's ever cleared to work, his child support will shoot right back up. This case is full of emotion, resentment, and tough truths. Ms. Kirby feels betrayed. Douglas feels helpless. And stuck in the middle is a kid who just needs both parents to show up. So now it's your turn. Who's really at fault here? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if this case got you fired up, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next dose of real courtroom drama.
Just wanted to go over what you all witnessed in the Kirby case. Mom was bringing dad to court. She wanted an increase in child support. Well, what is something interesting about this case? Dad had a disability that was documented. He had proof that he was receiving some sort of Social Security as well as disability. In that case, we couldn't really honor mom's request today until dad brings something back to court showing where he is released from a doctor to work minimum duties, some sort of paycheck stub to reflect the amount that he would be paid off of that, or 100% not receiving any Social Security or any disability, then the court at that time will be able to honor a request of possibly increasing child support.